Now the same rules apply to when we generate other shapes. So what we're going to do now is use the circle tool to create a wheel graphic which will sit centrally at the bottom of our main A4 page over here. So I'm just going to close up these palettes. In fact, let's just double click over to our A4 sheet whilst we are here and close down artboards. In fact, I'll just nudge down one preview size there and also go into outline mode, which is Command Y or Control Y on the PC, so we can see our artwork, just because the guides and everything are going to be easier for us to see what's going on. Now we're going to come up to the tear off tools here and we'll select our circle tool, or our ellipse tool as it's called. It's not a circle until we tell it to be. And what we're going to do is position our cursor centrally at the bottom. Now you can see these green guides that are coming up. These are these wonderful smart guides that we've already seen a little bit in action here. And we're going to use that to position ourselves dead center at the bottom of our A4 page, okay? Now, bear with me here. What we're going to do is click and drag, so don't let go of your mouse. Click and drag upwards and you'll see that your shape is being drawn from, in this case, the bottom left. If you move over this side, it's going to be bottom right. Well, a couple of extra shortcuts we need here. First is to hold down the Shift key as well, and that will constrain us to an exact, precise circle. Same thing applies with rectangles, bear that in mind. You can draw squares by holding down the Shift key. But importantly, we want to draw out from the center. So as well as your Shift key, hold down your Option key or the Alt key on the PC, and you'll see that that now constrains not only the shape and size of the circle, but forces it to draw out from the center. And that's exactly what we're looking for here. If our cursor's in the right position to start with, there's no reason that we shouldn't tell our shape to draw outwards from that point. This is pretty cool. Now I'm just going to drag so that we snap to our margin or our guides over here on the right hand side. You can see my cursor note is telling me there 170 millimeters. That sounds good to me. Okay, so we've generated one object. Now do remember that if we move our cursor and we accidentally clicked, we're going to get a dialog box for another one. Okay, that's cool in itself. Adding to that, you also know now that if we hold down the Option key, Alt key on the PC, we can draw outwards from the center, okay? So how about we combine the both of these to generate a series of other circles directly in the middle of our current one, okay? Let's move the cursor down, drop it dead into the center so we can see it says center. Hold down your Option key, your Alt key on the PC again, and simply click to bring up the dialog box. You're able to pre-specify the size, but now it will do that from the center. So we're going to do a series of shapes here. Let's start out with a small one, which is 10 millimeters by 10 millimeters, okay? Position the cursor in exactly the same place. Again, Option click to bring up the dialog box. Our next one is going to be 130 millimeters on the both axes, all right? Another one, let's pull that up, same command, and make this one 155 millimeters, and we'll do one last one, which is at 160. Basically what we've created here is a graphic element of a wheel, if you like. We've got a hub here, we've got the tire, we've got the rim, and then we've got sort of a, a carbon fiber deep section, if you like, make it a modern looking wheel. So very easy to generate a series of circles, or any element in fact, if you're using that dialog box for the exact shape and also the Option key to keep it perfectly centered. So this is looking good at this point in time. What we need to do now is add another type of object in there from the same tool set.